2, Tiff, you.
Okay, so I feel like whenever people come up here and say, hi, my name is Tiffany, they're supposed to follow it up with, and I'm addicted to, but I'm not going that route. So I took this quote. It says, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's by Jim Rohn, and I feel very strongly about that. So I want to start my speech off with the people I spend the most time with at school. And I'm sure a lot of you know them. A lot of you are seniors. There's Adele Lawson and Quinn Weber and Alyssa Harmon, Alyssa Chavus, Haley Harmon, and in this picture is Rivers. And that was a birthday party for Haley, and we had a cupcake fight, and it seems like every party I go to has one, but it's probably because I start them. So I really enjoy these people. Another person I spend the most time with, her name is Eliana. We met about a year and a half ago at my youth group, and she is one of the best friends I could ever ask for. She shares the same viewpoints and opinions with me, and we have a lot of laughs. We're really punny, we're really dorky, and she is just one of my favorite people out there. So that leads to me. And I'm probably the weirdest person I know. I think there's a time and a place for seriousness, and a lot of the times, I'm not. I love to laugh, I love to make jokes, I love to make people laugh. I think that being serious all the time is really boring. So I like to make it fun. I like to make life interesting. These pictures up here with the statues are from Chicago, and they were outside McDonald's. It was one of the funnest trips I have ever had. One of these is my senior photos. It was taken this summer. My family always does a trip to Lake Michigan. I love it every year. And one of these is over here. I painted a mural in the middle school hallway, and looking back on it now, it was a good experience, but I wish I could go back and touch some things up because it's really plain, and it was the first mural that I ever did. So
How old were you?
I must have been about 13 or 14.
Now
so
you are.
I am 17.
See, so look at, you can go back and see how you
Yes.
reflect. That's awesome.
So, and then there's my family, my dear family. I have an older sister, Jessica. She's 6 years older than I am, and she is, quite frankly, my best friend and my role model, and I grew up with her kind of as a mother. My mom, who is up in the top left corner, is one of my supporters. She's always my #1 fan, and there's a period in my life where my mom was going through some mental health problems, so she was in and out of the hospital, and even though that kind of affected me and the reason why my sister kind of raised me, I still love my mom, and we've gotten over that part of our lives. So then there's my dad. My dad is my dad is kind of a weird person. He is not verbal, like he doesn't talk, and one of my love languages is talking and the words of affirmation. So that's kind of hard sometimes, but I love him anyways. He is kind of hard crack, but what can you do? Then there's my brother. My brother Chad is a year younger than I am, and up until recently, we kind of fought all the time, and we hated each other, and we got really physical. But about a year and a half ago, maybe not that long, maybe about a year, Chad found Christ, and so we've bonded a lot over that, and we have become very good friends. We realize we have a lot in common. Then of course, there's the dogs, the pets. The one in the right-hand corner is Milo. He's my mom's dog. He is a big baby. He is half coyote and half German shepherd, and he's really pretty. He's all white. He sheds like crazy. And then I have these two down here, Rocky and Coda. Rocky is the one on the left, and Coda is on the right.
They
And
like ice cream.
They like ice cream. My dad and my stepmom feed them ice cream, and I think it's gross because they eat after them.
No, it's awesome.
They are they're wild. They are both Rat Terrier Chihuahua mix, so they're yippers. They're crazy. This is just a few more photos of my siblings. Like I said, I barely take life seriously. When the time comes, I am serious and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to get the situation over with. But I love them.
Some big teeth you got in the bottom.
I edited this photo. It was a really good photo, but I thought that was funnier. So these are a few more of my family members. They are my cousins, Wyatt and Harrison. Wyatt's the top, and Harrison's the bottom. I love them to death. Wyatt is one of the reasons that I love autistic people. He was diagnosed when he was about 4, and I don't know, he opened my mind up to the world of autism and the spectrum they have. I want to work when I get older with people who have autism or some sort of differently abled minds. But these are some of the things that my family has been really supportive in. I am a part of plays. I really like doing drama. These are just a couple of things that I've been in. We have Shrek and Frog and Toad. This was a 1-act play. I was a nun. It's kind of ironic because I wasn't saved at the time. But we got 2nd place out of 3 places and got about $10,000 for the school's art program, so that was cool. And then we did a talent show last year, Elizabeth and I. I don't know if you guys know, didn't really announce it, but I wrote that piece and then I performed it and Elizabeth composed the music for it. So then of course we have Haley and Danelda. They're amazing singers, I love them to death. This is volunteer work that we did through the drama department. We dressed up and I'm Dr. Seuss's cat in the hat. I love Dr. Seuss and it was fun. We got to walk in the parade and the kids loved it, so it's a good experience. I also really like photography. These are just a couple of the pictures that I've taken. Really not huge, but that I share it. And then there's my youth group. My youth group is really important to me. I got saved about 2 years ago, and I made a life completely turn around. I wasn't necessarily a bad kid, but I wasn't living my life how I wanted to. So these are the people that I spend a lot of time with. That's the worship team. That was my first time leading and my first time singing on the team, so that was kind of nerve-wracking. But in the middle is my youth pastor. He's Pastor Steve, and he's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know, but October is Pastor Appreciation Month, and we threw a surprise party for him, and the beards, it was longer than that, so he was crazy, crazy long. I think this is my last slide. This summer, I got to embark on a really cool journey. I was sent to the Riley camp, and it was through the student council. Mr. Gross actually spoke there this summer, so that's cool. Larissa also attended. It was a really good experience.
God, that's scary too. I forgot all about that till you said that, and I'm like, oh no.
I learned a lot. It was a good experience. I went into it kind of not really knowing, kind of skeptical. But I met my amazing friends. Morgan is on the left. She actually goes to Alma, so I'm close enough to her to hang out. That was our leader, Mark. He was the last one picked, and the way they had it was you picked something out of a basket, and you put tickets in it in order to, they would draw tickets, and whoever got the group leader, that was it for the 4 days we were there. And Mark was the last one, and we were kind of like, man, we didn't get any of the ones we wanted, but I'm so glad we got Mark, because he was so cool, and we learned a lot. So we had to make up names, and ours was the Jungle Book Kids, so that's it.
Cool. We're in the